Hey.
Hello, Mayor.
How are you, Dr.
Hey, man,
Barbecue?
good to see you.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome.
Nice to see you. It's a pleasant surprise.
Have a seat. So, obviously I know who you are, but there's a lot of folks at home who may be watching this who may not know who the famous Dr. Barbecue is. So, why don't you tell us a
Well,
little bit?
until recently, I was a lot more famous around the country than I was in St. Petersburg. Unfortunately, now that's changing for me.
So, tell me when, because I know there's a little bit of an egg that has had an influence on your life.
Yeah, Big Green Egg.
Big Green
grill
Egg.
Company. Well, that was the turning point for me. So I was trying to find my path, and I met the guys from Big Green Egg and at a trade show, and convinced them that they really needed to up their game with a guy that knew how to cook beyond a salesman. And they hired me, and it's a subcontractor thing, but it's 15 years now I've been working with them.
Wow.
Those kind of deals, spokesman deals, don't generally last 15 years.
15 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is, and I'm very proud of it. And we've, that company has grown wildly, and my career has gone pretty well too, so we've helped each other a lot.
Nice. And I know the Big Green Egg, we're talking about, you've got a restaurant coming.
Yeah.
And the Big Green Egg is going to play a part in that restaurant,
Yes, it
except
is.
it's going to be a really big green egg,
Did you
as I
see it?
understand it.
Yeah, we assembled it yesterday and put it in the restaurant. Of course, I was posting pictures of it. It's the 2XL, which is the restaurant quality Big Green Egg. It's big. Yeah, it's really big. It's right out there where everybody can see it because they're restaurant legal. They've done a lot of the good things over the years. They really got the paperwork so that a restaurant is restaurant legal. You can put it under the hood right in the restaurant. And what a fun thing to have in there. We've got giant smokers and stuff too, but we will have a Big Green Egg.
Is this your first restaurant? I know in St. Pete it certainly is.
It is. I worked for one other restaurant in my life called Southern Hospitality in New York City.
Okay.
One of the partners there is Justin Timberlake.
Really?
Yeah, Justin and his friends. Justin's from Memphis, so him and his friends were partying in Memphis, and they spent a lot of time in New York. And they're like, it'd be nice if we had a place like this in New York. And one guy said, well, I just closed my nightclub. I'm looking for a new project. Let's do it. So they opened Southern Hospitality. So the guy who's actually running the restaurant is Googling around at night. He finds me and he sends me a note and says, would you come up here and take a look at my restaurant? It was like November, and I was like, no, I live in Florida. I see what's coming here. I do not feel like coming to New York for January. I said, nah, I'm good, thanks. Leave me alone. He said, take a look at this and see what it is, and I did, and it was such a high-profile thing. I couldn't say no.
How do you pass up? Yeah.
It's a mistake a lot of people make. Just because you know how to cook doesn't mean you know how to run a restaurant. But I have partners that know how to run a restaurant on this one. That's why I'm doing it,
So
honestly.
it sounds like we've got the perfect situation here. Somebody who obviously knows how to cook, and then people who know how to run the restaurant.
Well, and they needed somebody that was willing to have the giant picture of themselves.
I was going to ask you about that.
Would come up.
I mean, obviously in my line of work, my face gets occasionally in selfies and different pictures, but thankfully, not just for me, but for the entire city, there isn't a wall with my face on it. What's that feel
Not
like?
yet, anyway, Mayor. We're hoping to have one someday.
Good Lord help us.
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of scary. It's like, we're going to do this mural of you, and it's a big wall. And I was like, well, okay. I mean, that's my role in the thing, and I have to be willing to do it. It's Roger and Suzanne Perry. You've met them from DATS over in Tampa. They're the people that actually know how to run a restaurant. I'm just along for the ride. But one of the first things they did was hire Lee Jasper, who's our pit master from Kreitz Market in Texas, which is an iconic barbecue restaurant in Texas. So we're going to have that serious Texas brisket, a guy trained by the guy from Kreitz Market. We're going to have good pulled pork and ribs and all that stuff. But we're going way beyond that. I mean, you've seen the build out. This isn't just a little barbecue joint. Wait till you see what the other things we're going to bring to the table. I brought you a gift from the restaurant.
Okay.
There you go. We have all the cool stuff at the restaurant. And this is proof.
That is awesome.
You think the big mural's embarrassing. What about this?
Wow. Oh, and I didn't even notice on the back.
Dr. Barbecue Tiki mug.
Oh, that's cool. So you're gonna have a gift shop in there where
we will, yeah. But you'll be able to get a drink in that too.
Ray, I wanna thank you for being with me today.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate being your guest. And being in St. Pete for me is so much fun. My wife's a native, so I'm not going anywhere.
We are a city of the arts, so to have you joining our art scene through food, and then today we're here in the Hideaway Cafe, which is also an important part of our art scene because it features incredible local musicians that we are really fortunate to have here in St. Pete. And Today we're going to have and get the chance to listen to some great music from Betty Fox, who is an incredible local musician that often plays here at the Hideaway Cafe. And
I'm looking forward to it. I had not heard Betty before. Looking forward to it.
So we get to be serenaded here.
Good night, my love. Don't say goodbye, my love. I'll sing your favorite lullaby. I have no regrets. Go on and take your rest. As we both let a quiet sigh, we'll sing que sera, sera, and it'll be alright. As your spirit soars high, I'll be bidding you a sweet good night. And darling, I sing your favorite lullaby. Darling, I'll sing your favorite lullaby. And through 1,000 dawns, darling, I love you more and more. As lonely days fade to midnights, the stars dancing low, mountain trees are a song, crooning to me hymns of time gone by. They sing que sera, sera, and it'll be alright. As I gaze into the night, I'll be bidding you a sweet good night. And darling, I sing your favorite lullaby. Ooh, darling, I'll sing your favorite lullaby.